So the Diamond Jubilee Challenge Cup gets Henley Royal Regatta underway for 2023. Race number 1 on the card. Hartpury College up against Wycliffe Junior Rowing Club, and they are underway. Off the start pontoons they go. Very challenging, it'll be very nerve-wracking. It's very early in the morning here, and they've spent hours and hours of training time for this moment. And off they go now, down that course towards Henley Town Centre, towards Henley Bridge. And I'm just keeping an eye on Hartpury College's steering. There they are in the picture. Looks pretty smooth and well organised start from them.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool and calm, didn't they? I think it looked a little bit nervous, actually, even that second start. But now they're up in their running, and here we have, you know, this moment we're talking about coming past the island. We've got Wycliffe here just in front of me, and Wycliffe here in front of me, right by the booms, and Hartpury there pressing through. Both crews into their rhythm, looking really, really neat. And interestingly, I think Hartpury, they were raced earlier, Henley Women's Regatta, as actually both these crews did do this. This is Wycliffe C we're looking at here. That's a key part of this. They have 3 boats qualified for this event, the A and the B boat, and obviously these ladies are the C boat. A really strong squad.
Yes, nearer to the camera, Wycliffe. You can see Miriam Palmer in the stroke seat there, and then Lily Anderson, Rosa Pelli and Amelia Flaxman. And the fact that it's a C bloke for Wycliffe Junior shows the strength in depth they've got, and they're putting up a good early fight here. Hartpury College, or perhaps starters favourites. You can see in the stroke seat there Chloe Shepherd, setting the rhythm, setting the tone.
And it was the Wycliffe A boat that won at Henley Women's Regatta, so you can see that they're top of their squad, really, really strong, and they're all sculling really well. Hartpury, they also raced at the Women's Regatta. They lost to Henley actually by a canvas in the second round, having beaten Tretham at the first rate at the time trial. But here they go, you can see they're really coming into their rhythm now. They're pushing up, that real relaxed look, Tim. You can see all 4 athletes, a little glance over there by the bow girl, by Imogen Mayer there, just to check where Wycliffe are there, and just have a look at their steering. Both crews really managing their boats well.
Wycliffe trying to stay in contention. The stroke rate is down a little bit, but they look relaxed enough. It's always difficult to read the body language, isn't it? Especially at this time in the morning. I always look grumpy at this time in the morning, so you shouldn't read too much into facial expressions, I always think. But they look very composed and relaxed. They're a fraction down on Hartpury, but looking like they've got belief still.
Yeah, it does. It looks like they've come into a really good rhythm, and as you say, there's no boat moving. If your face is all screwed up, it doesn't make the boat go any faster. So just relax and enjoy it. You know, every time we see athletes doing things at their best, they look relaxed. They make it look easy, and all 8 of these athletes are doing well in that. You can see that at the barrier, and there, the marker number 2, the Wycliffe boat is just a little bit down. That marker tells us that. And now, again, we're looking at the Hartpury, still seeing that relaxed. And you can see the 2 girl there. She's doing her calls. She's telling the others what she wants them to do and how she wants her crew to move.
Do coaches instruct athletes not to grimace?
Well, interestingly, we used to really think about it when we were rowing, because it doesn't help you necessarily. Some people naturally grimace when they row, but actually if you can be relaxed, if you can keep the shoulders relaxed, you get more oxygen in, your lungs work better, and that you're going to need that oxygen down this course.
Well, the Wycliffe boat, very young, at 16 and 17-year-olds. Lily Anderson's only 16, so lots of potential for her. You can see Lily there in the 3 seat. The rest of them, Miriam Palmer, Rosa Pelli and Amelia Flaxman, all 17. So it's inexperienced and exciting for the future for them as well.
Yeah, and just have a look again at the steering here, Tim. We've got plenty of room on this course, and these boats are showing it. But Hartpury there, they're a long way from their side of the course. They're just drifting a little bit into the middle of the course. And Richard Phelps, you can see he's just brought his white flag up. And as I'm quiet, you can see he has asked Hartpury to move. And what he's just checking there is that they stay on their side of the course.
We'll hear that megaphone a few times in the next 6 days, probably with your dulcet tones as well at some point, Sarah, but the umpire having to intervene for the first time. Hartpury College creeping into the middle of the course away from their boom on that top of the picture there. They've got back and they're in a good position now. The umpire won't be fazed by that.
Yes, you'll first be seeing me in race 20 in a few races' time, but right now, interested in talking about the races, not umpiring over them.
So and this is a great race, isn't it?
It is a great race.
Early in the regatta, you've got two very well matched boats here. Hartpury College have looked like they've just about got the race under control, but Wycliffe Junior, this is their C boat, not giving up by any means. They are in the battle here.
Yeah, and I was just saying, I think they've just had a bit of a push in the Wycliffe boat. They wanted to stay in touch. Hartpury, they're longer and they're probably a stronger athlete. We talked about the age of these two boats. The Hartpury athletes, they've had 1 or 2 more years maturity. We know in sport how much even 9 months, 10 months in a year group can make a difference. Think about what those 1 or 2 years that these women have had to develop their physiology and to develop their systems.
So the boat from Hartpury looking really good here. They've just put on a surge, and just for the first time, whilst they've looked in control, they haven't totally got that clear water. Now they have for the first time in the race as they head in front of the enclosures.
Yeah, and I think they'll enjoy this when they come into the enclosure, stroked by Chloe Shepherd. She's been racing her single scull, got silver medal at the National Schools Regatta, so she'll be delighted to have 3 women behind her and be pushing that through. And you can see that calmness that Chloe is really leading this boat with, and how well she's picking the boat up outside with her hands. So she really is doing a lovely job to get that length that these women can use their legs nice and strongly as they come towards us down the last part of this course.
Yes, Stewards not too far away now. The Stewards enclosure on the Berkshire bank. To the right of your picture there. Stewards enclosure is always very welcome, the noise and the sight of it for these rowers, having done this 2,112 metres, a little bit longer than a conventional international rowing course, and you're rowing against the currents as well, so it's pretty grueling.
Yeah, and Hartpury sitting there and they're pressing out at rate 34. Wycliffe they've taken up to 36. They are still holding on, looking to really challenge all the way to the finish line, seeing if they can turn over this length and a half disadvantage they have. But we're looking at the back of Hartpury, of the bow girl, Imogen Mera there again, coming towards the finish line.
Yeah, Wycliffe running out of time here. Last few strokes for Hartpury. They look good to proceed through to the second round. Well organised, well done. Hartpury College over the line into the next round of the Diamond Jubilee Challenge Cup. Chased home a couple of lengths behind Wycliffe Junior Rowing Club C, who, Sarah, have huge potential in that boat, bearing in mind their tender years. Well done to Wycliffe, they can hold their heads high. It was a decent race. We've seen far bigger gaps than that in the first race of a regatta. Hartpury College looked good.
Yeah.